Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Very good morning to everyone for participating. First of all, I would like to say thank you for participating in this webinar, which is staff sentiment analysis during detachment. And from this webinar, I will use Amiibo, and I will show to you on how we use Amiibo to do the sentiment analysis or do the opinion on the detachment. First of all, I would like to remind to you all that you need to unmute yourself to make sure that this webinar is clear and clearly to reach you, and it's easy for me to manage the webinar. Right? Right. First of all, First of all, I would like to introduce on our company that which is our mission is to enable government agencies, education institutions, and business to make better decisions based on smart computational analytics, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. Basically, we are provider of some product that we play with the numbers and that related with the qualitative analysis and also quantitative analysis. Right. So this is our range of the solution, which is from analytical, education, data science, and AI and machine learning. And for this webinar, I would like to share to you on one of our product, which is Amiibo, which is we are the main provider for Southeast Asia region. And also, we are based in Petaling Jaya, Malaysia, and we have a branches in Singapore and India for international marketing. And this is our major customer from the government, education, oil and gas, finance, and others. Basically, we provide some services and provide installation of our solution or our analytical solution to this major customer to execute their analytical for their decision making and so on. Right. First, I would like to introduce you on what is the retrenchment. Basically, retrenchment is a form of a dismissal due to no fault of the employee. It's a process whereby the employer reviews his business in order to increase profit or limit losses, which leads to reducing its employee. It means that uh, we know that we are in a rough process, which is in our economical. We need to reduce our economy. Some of the company need to reduce the expenses, so they need to do this retrenchment. And there are many reasons of the retrenchment. Basically on the financial reason, which is we have a financial problem, we need to reduce the cost. And then we also have a technological reason, which our job is replaced by some technology machine and so on. And also the reason of the factor. Hello. uh, I need you to unmute yourself, so please make sure that you unmute yourself because I quite noisy. Hello. Okay. So then, hello. And also we have a structural reason, so that the company want to reshuffle of the position and reshuffle the management also. Right. So for this Amiibo is the desktop that lets user organize, analyze, and visualize information. So for this morning, I would like to show to you on how we use Amiibo, on how to analyze, how to use it in analyzing the opinion of the people about this retrenchment. And also we will cover the trends, and we will like to show to you on how to produce the matrix coding and also the mapping, so that we can see the sentiment of the opinion of the participant on regarding with the opinion and so on. So for this morning also, I will show to you on how we input our data. Basically, I will show to you on how to input the Twitter, how to use NVivo to extract Twitter that related with the retrenchment, and then after that, how to input the survey data so that we can analyze it and we can see the sentiment and also the teams about their opinion, and also we do some mapping, we do the matrix coding, and also we mapping. For this NVivo, data can be any language. So that's to remind you that we need to set up the language first. We need to see which language that we will use for this NVivo, and then we will set up whether that we will use the English, Spanish, or any other language, so that the NVivo can recognize that language and then can analyze uh, depend on the language that we choose. And this the picture that we will, and this the output that we will see during this webinar. And if you have any question, you can email us at techsupport@stackwork.com. And also, if you have a question regarding with purchasing the license of the NVivo, you can just email at sales@stackwork.com, and also koma@stackwork.com. And if you want to know the details on our company, you can just simply log on to our website, which is www.stitwks.com. Right. So, and if you have any question during this webinar, you can also post it in the chat box. Then I will try to answer it accordingly after the demonstration. Okay. All right. So let me start with my demonstration first. Okay, from Arya, hi, is it possible to share the presentation slide? I will share the presentation slide after the webinar, and I will share to you all this presentation slide. All right. Okay. Share the contents first on the Envivo. Alright, so are you able to see on my Envivo here? Okay, thank you. So now I would like to start on my Envivo here, and how to use this Envivo to analyze the opinion of the retrenchment. So let's say I create a new project, something like retrenchment analysis. And you can also change the location of the project, depends on what you need. For example, I just simply put it in the desktop. And then, okay, like I said earlier, you need to adjust your content language. Make sure that your content language is fit in what you need. Let's say you have your content, but in your other language, you may also change it to the other language instead of use the English US. Right. So for example, I just simply use English US. Click next. And also this the project saving and recovery setting, which it will it will ask you whether that you want to auto save the project or not. And if you click yes, then the output is visible, and it will it will display the save reminder for every each 50 minutes you want to. And also there is there is how to set on the project recovery if there is something happen suddenly with your computer and with your NVIDIA project, and you can just simply set it up, which is we will save it every 30 minutes for the recovery parts. So I will create the project. Alright, so now here is the interface, the main interface of our NVIDIA here. And then first of all, I would like to show to you on how we extract the Twitter. Let's say we want to search on something about retrenchment in the Twitter, and we would like to extract their tweets, and we want to analyze it in an NVIDIA. Let me show to you how. Okay, alright. Let's say I have my Twitter here, and I just want to simply search on retrenchment. And then let's say we want to extract this tweet, and we want to put it in our NVIDIA here. You can just simply use encapture. Basically, for the encapture for NVIDIA here, is automatically installed once you install the NVIDIA, and encapture will support, and we will save this tweet as a data set, and we will use it in the NVIDIA. And let's say I just simply capture, and auto like that. Okay, and you can just simply show capture progress page if you want to see how many tweets that you capture by encapture here. Right. You see is many tweets here. You can just simply stop, and we will save it in the NVCX files. But never mind, we will input this NVCX file into NVIDIA, and I will show to you how after this. Just simply save. And let's say I already saved it in the NVCX file in my computer here. So I'll be back with my NVIDIA here. Okay, let's say I would like to import my NVCX file, which is the content is the Twitter dataset here. Okay, I already showed you like earlier. Click on the import, then click in the capture, and then let's say you have already your NVCX file, and you need to browse it until you find the NVCX file, and you have to remember where do you locate on your NVCX file. You see, I already located in my folder here, and then you can simply import. And then you can see your dataset is already there on NVIDIA. And it's containing with the tweet ID, username, tweet, and you can see tweet type, whether that is a tweet and retweet. And you can see which dimensions, the location, and number of tweet, and number of follower, and so on. And you can just simply see the location of coordinate on the tweets here. Rather than they just simply export the table dataset, you can they also do some charts. Rather that they will do the chart based on the number of reference by username, and also they can do some cluster analysis. Basically, for the cluster analysis is basically the intention of the cluster analysis is we want to see the similarity of a tweet regarding with the username, similarity of the topics, and similarity of the sentiment of the top of the tweets here. And you can also see the maps, which location that most tweet on the retrenchment. Basically, we will, as we can see here, most of them are from the Africa, which is 25 tweets for Africa. And you can see the distribution of the tweets around the world. And also you can export some Twitter sociogram here, which is we can see the mapping and also the network of the tweets, which the tweets that retweet by the username, the other username, and so on. Alright. So far, if you have any question, you can just simply post in the chat box, and I will answer it. Okay. And this end capture that I already showed to you earlier, this support. You can also extract the Facebook data and also YouTube data, which is you can just simply extract the video and also the comment, their comments here. All right. Okay. Now, if there is no question here, then okay, yeah. Yes, we will try to share the recording of this morning, and I will share to you later. Okay. Now, I would like to show to you on how to do the survey analysis with and Vivo here. They say you have your survey data.
Dito sa taas.
Hello.
Parang sa taas.
Kindly can you unmute yourself? Okay, thanks. Alright. So now I would like to share to you on how to do the survey analysis, on how to input your survey data, regardless it is from the Excel or on CSV file, and also in the survey market and so on. But for this time, I just show to you on how we import the survey data in the Excel file. Okay. Simply click on the import tab, and then click on the survey, and then you can just simply click Excel, for example. And then choose your survey data. Let's say I have my survey. And then for this enable, it just not simply input your survey data. You can just simply analyze it, whether that you want to see the themes and also the sentiments. For example, through this some survey input result, so you can just simply click next. And this your preview of your data, which is, for example, I already have their gender, their age group, major status, industry, year of services, and reason for the retachment, and also their retachment opinion. Now, for this webinar, we would like to see the sentiment and the themes on their retrenchment opinion, for example. Then you can just click next. So IBM data analysis all right, and then you can just simply click next. Whether that you want to create the classification. Classification is meant by we want to classify the opinion that I showed to you earlier into their merit, their close end question. For example, for this survey data, we want to classify into their gender, their age group, and also the marital status and so on. And then this we want to identify which some of them of the open end, which the question is the open ended and also the close ended. Right. Next. And this is what I mean. For we will automatically identify the themes in the response in your survey data. For the auto code themes and the sentiment, it will analyze which the open-ended question For example, for this survey, for this example, we would like to do the autocode of the teams and the sentiment in their opinion. And then I will show to you on how to analyze it, whether that you want to see by gender and by marital status and so on. Okay, I finish. And you see the process here. Simply close. Okay, and as you can see here, your survey data is already input in your Envivo. But instead of, like I said earlier, instead of they just input the table, they just simply give you some hierarchical chart of your sentiment. As you can see here, some of them may give their opinion in the neutral way and the negative way. And there's a less retrenchment opinion that they give in a positive way and in a mixed way. And also you can see the table of which the sentiment that currently dominant on this retrenchment opinion here. And also you can see the number of the coding, which is number of teams here. As you can see here, they will automatically generate and identify the teams that include in the survey data. And also same as the estimating sentiment, they also give you the table of the coding references here. Right? Okay. Okay, now I would like to show to you on how we do analyze on this survey data that we already input in this Envivo here. Okay, simply click explore. Let's say you want to text search on the you want to see the text search. Let's say I would like to, for example, COVID-19. As we know, COVID-19 is now have a high relationship with this retrenchment here on query. And you can see there is a 4 references that related with this COVID-19 here. You can also do search for the another words, for example, like terrible or something. And there is a 2 terrible here. And you can also simply do the word frequency. For example, if you want to generate some word cloud, and for example, I just want to see 1000 most frequent words with the minimum length of three characters. And that you can just simply set your grouping, that if you want to grouping in the context mesh, or with the stem words, synonym, specialization, and generalization. And you can see, as usual, the word of the retrenchment is most dominant in our projects here, with the 302 words. And if, let's say, you some of the word that unrelated with your analysis here, you can just simply click, you can just remove it. For example, HTTPS is not really related words on this for this analysis here. You can just simply click on the add to stop word list and then click OK. Alright, and then you may need to run the query again so that the HTTP is no longer in our analysis here. Alright, and you can just visualize this word frequency into your word cloud, for example. Might take a longer time, but then I will hashtag and without hashtag. Okay, what is the difference of using hashtag and without hashtag? Previously, this is the trend of the Twitter user where they use the hashtag because of hashtag is mean that let's say you have some event and you have some topics that talk by Twitter user. Then let's say for example COVID-19, and then just simply hashtag COVID-19, and then they will tweet as much as they can for the hashtag there, and we can see the hashtag is the we want to see that the trending of the topics in the Twitter here. I hope this answer your question. All right, thank you. Okay. Actually, we just simply include whether that there is a hashtag or there is no hashtag in the Twitter. We can just simply extract all of the Twitter that related with the search, and you can just simply remove the words. For example, I already showed to you earlier. For example, this hashtag, like hashtag FYO really, and you want to remove it, you can just simply you go to the summary. Let's say hashtag people protest here. Right click and add to stop word list. And click OK. I hope this answer with your question. All right. So now let me go through on how to analyze whether that we want to classify the opinion that I showed to you earlier into their, let's say, into their gender, into their age group, and so on. I just click explore and click on matrix coding query here. All right. Okay, right. So let's say I would like to add on the sentiment. Let's say I just first I'd like to select the attribute of the case classification here. For example, so the respondent. Let's say we want to see the sentiment on this gender, is male and female, for example. Okay. And the column is terms. Say I just want to see the sentiment on the positive and negative here. Okay. Run query. And we can see the number of the references that classify through the gender, and we can see how much they say on this in the positive way and how much they say in the negative way. As you can see here, we can assume from this our survey data, men talk more about the negative things on the retrenchment compared with the female on the negative. You can just simply do in the charts, for example, whether that you want to do in the 3D way and you want to do in the 2 way. And you can just simply click on the hand. As you can see here, for the percentage of the coding references here, there's not so much difference between male and female when we talk about the sentiment in the retrenchment here. All right. You can also change this gender. For example, I just simply remove it. Terms. For example, quotes. Let's say I just want to see on the survey respondent, and let's say we want to see on the reason for detachment, for example, structural and technological. Click OK. And then just click on query. And as usual, they will show to you on the on the sentiment, they classify on their reason for retrenchment. For example, the economic, structure, and technological. And we can also generate some charts. All right. Okay. So okay. Right. So if you have sounds like if you want instead of you can do in the 2D ways, which is we want to see on the Cody reference and the attribute, for example, gender, marital status, reason or for retrenchment and so on. And you want to mix it up, such as like you want to analyze gender and also age at the same time. You can also simply do that for the prospect. Yeah. Alright, for example, I'd like to say to you, let's say I just want to see the sentiment, the positive, negative, and then let's say we want to see on the gender and age group. Oh, sorry. Alright, and then you can just simply run query. Just same thing here with the matrix coding, but the difference between this matrix coding and the cross step here, matrix coding, it can just analyze for the one category here, but for the cross step, it can be analyzed for two categories here. For example, I just classify it into the gender, and after that, I will, from this gender, I would like to classify in the age group. Alright? And then you can see, you can just simply export it in the chart. So on. Right? Okay. But if you have any detailed question regarding with this, you can just simply post in the chat box and I will answer it after we finish in the demonstration here. Alright. Now, let's say we want to uh, we want to we want to do some mapping here. For example, for this, we want to do some visualization and we want to see the relationship between the sentiment and also the survey respondent here. We can just simply click on the explore. And then let's say we want to do some maps. Say I just do some project map. For example, I just do sentiment mapping. And then click OK. And you need to add your project items. For example, I just want to see the positive and the negative way, for example. All right. And you can just simply click add as a message. Add as a item. Hello. And you can just simply connect with this cases ID here. For example, this the respondent ID. You can just simply connect whether that they say in the negative way or with the positive way. We just drag to the map. Okay, drag this map. Some of them, most of them talk in the negative way, as we can see here, and none of them didn't say any positive way here. For example, I just put A. So negative. Okay, all right. And if you want to know, and if you want to detail it in the categories, for example, okay, you can just simply refresh it, and you can just simply import their attribute value. For example, whether they are in the male or female here, and also whether that they are they are in the same industry or not. For example, construction or the transportation here. All right, and it seems like very tedious. If you can see here, then you can just simply align it. Yeah. Then you can see the relationship of this negative weight into of the respondent and their categories. Right? You can just simply directly into to connect with this negative sentiment into their categories, but it might need you to do the manual way because this project map is automatic way to do to see the relationship. But if you want to do in a manual way, you can just simply use the concept map here. But it's really is a manual way. For example, right? Let's say I would like to add some project items, which is sentiment, the negative, and then you can just simply add project item. Let's say I just want to see on the reason. And you can just simply connect it, for example, here and here. Is a bit, I show to you a bit on how we do on the manual mapping here. All right. So I think that's all for the demonstration of the NVivo here. So let me go through on the chat box. Okay, how about neutral opinion sentiment really detected? Actually, for the neutral opinion sentiment, is not really automatically detected for the NVivo, but you can just simply make it happen by you can just simply manual coding it and manual coding it by just if you have any content here, you can just simply highlight and just drag in your coding. Okay, I hope this answered the question. All right, can NVivo generates the dashboard about the retrenchment data? Unfortunately, it cannot be just generate the dashboard. It can just simply generate some charts on your retrenchment data, but you can use your chart here and you can just simply export your chart. For example, I have my charts here, and then you can just simply, let's say I just want to do in the 3D way, you can just simply export the chart in your JPEG or PNG here. Okay, I hope this answer of your all of your question here. Let's see if there is another question here. Right, so far there is no question here. Let me share to you again on my presentation slide here. All right, so I think I forgot to share to you. Sorry. Okay. Actually, like I said earlier, you can just simply instead of you just export it in your Excel data, you can just simply export it, import the survey data in the Qualtrics and also SurveyMonkey here. And this is the format that that's supported by NVivo, which is in the Excel file, the CSV file, and also in the TXT file. And also you can just simply import it out in the file here. I think so far there is no question here, but okay, I will say to you again on my slide here. All right. If you have any question here, you can just simply email it at techsupport@stackwork.com. Don't worry, we will share to you on this content here in this presentation slide to you all for the participant here, and we also and also you can just you can just for the recording video, sorry, for the recording video, we we will post it in our YouTube channel soon, and we will let you know once we upload it in the YouTube channel here. Right? Okay. Another question. Sorry, can I know what is the function of the code book here? All right. The function of the code book here, let me share to you on the MVO again. All right. The function of the code book here is they will generate you some code book, and we want to export it out, and we want to see how many number of the reference regarding your coding here. And I will show to you, for example, share, export. Let's say we want to export some code book, and we will, let's say I just want to see on the all of this coding here, and it will export it out in the Word document here. Okay. Okay. All right. As fast as you can see on this word here, maybe also you can actually you can just setting up on your codebook whether that you want to see on the number of coding of references, and what is the what is the detail of this coding and so on, right? So I hope it's answer with your question. Okay. Okay, just now you can create sentiment. Can you demo a bit on that? Okay, can you demo create extra sentiment beside positive and negative? Actually, for this okay, let's say we want to see on the sentiment analysis for the Twitter, all right? Actually, this auto code of the sentiment here, they will detect only the positive and negative, and there is no other ways. We want to auto code for the other sentiment, such as like neutral. Okay, you can just okay. If you want to auto code, for example, you have your data on the Twitter data, for example, and you can just simply right click and the auto code, and you can just simply identify the sentiment. Yeah. Right, and then click next, finish. Okay, as you can see here, for this Twitter data also show the same result with our survey data, whether that you want to see on the neutral way and the negative way. Actually, for this hierarchy chart, it just show only neutral negative. But if you want to see the detail of the coding here, you can just simply show to you on the positive and negative. And you can just also see the detail of the sentiment, whether that is a very positive or moderately positive. and moderately negative and very negative here. All right, and so you can see the number of the references that related with the very negative and moderately negative here. So I hope you satisfied with my demo on the Twitter data extraction here. You can for the best step on the sentiment here, you can just simply right click on your Twitter data and then just click on the auto code sentiment here. Okay, and then if you have any question related with this NVO.
Hello, Assalamualaikum, Mr. Hakim.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, okay. I would like to ask a question. Just now I wrote inside the chat, but I think you're not answering the question. Okay, what is the difference between when you extract data from Twitter using hashtag and without hashtag?
Actually, what Twitter, we can just simply extract all of the content of the Twitter, regardless whether that they have a hashtag or not hashtag.
Because usually we try to find the trend. When people hashtag, so want to see the trend of the hashtag.
And then you
Instead
can,
of the content that have certain keywords that we want to know.
okay. And I think for this Twitter data here, as you can see here, for example, for this NVO, you can just for this NVO, sorry.
Okay. Actually, I have a problem because recently, a few days ago, I tried to extract data from Twitter hashtag, but somehow using this MVivo, it can only allow me to extract only 50 tweets and it stopped immediately. So what is going on actually?
Okay, actually, for this Twitter extraction here, it can just simply extract only 7 days of tweet ago. Do you understand that?
So
Because
there is a limitation for MVivo.
yes, because we follow the Twitter API because actually Twitter has already tightened their API. Actually, for the previous version, we can just simply extract all of the Twitter, but since they have really tight of the API, then we can just simply extract on the 7 days of the Twitter here. But you can also, if you want to tweet all of the data, you can just simply extract it in the PDF if you can.
But if PDF, we cannot simply, analyze it column by column. It is
Yes,
a wire file.
yes,
So it is very tedious for us to do the analysis part.
yes. But unfortunately, that we have a limitation on the Twitter extraction here.
But this limitation is stated somewhere for the NVivo user, or we have to ask you.
Actually, for all of the NVivo users.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right. Okay. All right. So if you have any question, if you have
Okay, one more question, Mr. Hakim. What happens if the sentence regarding the sentiment analysis is mixed with the Malay, English, and the short form or whatever? How the Twitter analyze it as a positive or negative sentiment?
Okay, actually for this autocode of theme and sentiment is supported by by the several languages such as like in the English, Japanese, Spanish and so on. But for the Malay language, it cannot be detected for the autocode sentiment, but you can do in the manual way if you can just let's say you have some positive and negative code and you can just simply drag and drop here.
What I mean is, okay, for example, when you extract the Twitter data, it has, for example, 100 tweets. Okay, so out of 100, 20 of them is a mixed sentence, mixed 20 of them. So does Twitter analyze 100 or only 80 that all English words?
Okay, So it means that it will detect, it will just analyze with the dominant language. That's why in the beginning of the webinar that I already showed to you earlier, we need to setting up the language first. They say we just set it up in English, then they will detect if there is a Malay language here, they will detect this as an English language.
Okay, it means that again, I just want to clarify because when we do the research, we need to clarify about our methodology. It
Okay.
means that within the 100, even though in the 100 tweet it has mixed English and Malay, it still analyze all 100, not the 80, which is 100% English.
Okay, in that case, you need to divide it your file into the new project. Let's say because one project can be used in the one language. So let's say you need to divide one of the project is in the English language, and then the other project is in the other language such as like Malay language.
But actually, we cannot filter and delete in our data set, right? If I'm not mistaken. We cannot delete our data set, right?
Yes, we need to use the.
So how can we analyze it only 8% of it because we cannot delete it?
Yeah, but you need to delete it in using the external source. Let's say you have a Excel file or Word file, you can just simply edit it up.
Yeah, but if we export it to Excel file, but we cannot import it back to the format inside the NVivo. Am I right?
Yes, but
Yes. Then how we can do the sentiment analysis because we cannot import it back to NVivo file.
uh, MVO file, and then you can just simply I'm I think I will try to explore back about the language back, and I will get back to you later lah. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay. Okay, sorry for any inconvenience that occur in this webinar. And if you have any question, you can just simply just email it at techsupport.com. Okay. All right. So, all right. Thank you so much for participating in this webinar, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.